Welcome back to another episode of Desire to Inspire, your mama's favorite podcast. I'm pretty excited for this one, Dilbert. Dylan.
We got a lot going on. We got a gift. We got some new brews.
I'm very excited for the new brews. We talked about them, I think, a podcast or two ago, and then you went out of town when we talked about it, so it's actually been like 3 or 4 weeks since we've had them.
I also kind of want to order some more today.
We got to do that. 1 second.
I was like, what is that? I mean,
They got up and close and personal with me.
better than them flickering again.
Yeah, they're fully charged. But yeah, I'm excited. So first and foremost, I think we need to give these a shot.
All right.
This is the first time that we are trying a new flavor from our sponsors. Why don't you bring the sponsors in this week, Dylan?
Dude, I gotta be honest. We really looked into these to see what's what.
That's
and I forget what their flavor profile was like.
That's the winner one, and then mine is a hazy IPA.
All right. Well, you guys already know Athletic Brewing Co. We have a link below here. Dylan20 gets you a discount on any of these brews. They actually have some season ones now, which is kind of why I want to order, because I could really go for an Oktoberfest one.
Ooh, yes.
Want to give that one a go.
Yep.
But let's check these things out.
Oh my God. They don't miss. They don't miss.
This is pretty good. What kind is yours?
A hazy IPA.
This one is citrusy.
Waves of Sun, a slightly hazy IPA bursting with aromas.
Oh yeah, it does. It does talk about it right here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this one is citrus and wheat. That's why I like it.
Oh, you got the.
That's
what the winter one is. Yep.
Blue Moony.
Yeah, they don't
good.
miss, bro. Theirs are really good.
65 calories, dude.
And you don't wake up feeling like shit. While we were out watching the Ohio State game, one of our buddies ordered a mocktail, aka a beer, a non-alcoholic beer. I didn't try it, but his reaction, he doesn't get the same reaction that they get from Athletic Brewing Co. Baby. That's how I know that they're not.
No,
as good.
I like these.
Yeah.
The first time I ever had one of these was out. I was just out.
Yep.
And it was actually DTI 50.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's give one a go.
I've
been hooked.
Shit about it. And then you've been hooked ever since, and then you became a sponsor, and then they became a sponsor.
Yep.
And now we're selling cases and getting cases.
Yeah.
That's hot. So to go along with this,
Oh God, here we
2
go.
weeks ago or last week, I told you that I ordered a surprise for you, a surprise for us, but I already know the surprise. So I'm going to give it to you and then tell a little bit of a backstory behind it.
I'm honestly nervous.
Without saying too much right now. So without further ado, keep it this way so that way addresses are not shown.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Thanks, man. Okay. Oh shit, bro! I'm gonna put this on right now.
Yes, sir.
That's legit.
Yes, sir.
We've only been talking about these for months now. So wait, do you have one too?
Yep.
Oh, I was like, what? Honestly, though, I have a small head. That's the main concern here. Whoa, hold on, bro. You got multiple kinds?
So we got another one of the one that you got. We got.
We're gonna have to see which one fits my little head. Actually, not bad for being backwards for my head.
Yep.
Because I can't wear hats like this. This one actually doesn't fit bad for being the style it is on my head. Usually, it's totally not doable. But I can make that happen.
Then
That
a
one's
black
cool,
one.
too.
So I wanted to get a simplistic one. Probably hard to see. We'll post them up close. But it's a black DTI one. And then put that down there. And then this was a test trial that he ran to make sure that our logo looked good on him. So in my head, I was like, well, one, I appreciate him sending it, and I'm going to go into who it was.
The bill, I like that one.
Yeah.
Obviously, the RN didn't come out on that one because it was the first one.
Yep.
But it's different looking.
Yeah. So this one's dope. Wanted to see your thoughts on all of them, but I was thinking possibly, I don't know which hat. I would like to keep this one, but I would like to do some sort of giveaway. Have people do something.
I want to keep this one.
Beautiful. So one of these two, maybe this one since it's different.
Or both of them.
Or both. But I want to do a giveaway to get one of these out of here. I mean, we've had a lot of people
get one of these out of here.
Well, in a good way. Like, get one of these out of here into the public, get the hype around them. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you to Golden Threads. So I was scrolling TikTok. He gave us one of his hats as well. So we have his.
You know this guy?
I don't, but
I saw the state that he's from. I assumed you knew him.
Yeah, no, I don't. He
That's
was
dope,
on
though.
TikTok, and I saw this sewing machine, and he was making hats, and I was like, oh, that's really fucking dope. And then I looked into his profile, and I was like, wow, he's actually got quite a few like companies that he's working with, all this stuff. And so I tried to reach out to him on TikTok, but you can't message people if you're not friends with them. So I went in the comments like, hey, bro, trying to see if we can do some business together. I messaged you, but it won't go through since we're not friends on here. And so he was like, go over to my Facebook. His name's Adrian Martinez at Golden Threads. We're going to plug him down below because, as I told him, I hope that this isn't a one and done. I hope this is something that we can like continue to build out. He did us a solid as well. I saw these black hats. I thought that they were more like the trucker style, like the Carhartt one that I wear, but they're snapback, so really good quality.
I'll try them all out, bro. I'll see which one fits my little head.
But after I saw the stitching work and detail on it, I was like, oh yeah, there's definitely more business to be ran here. So wanted to shout him out because, again, supporting local.
Honestly, big shout out because hats usually don't fit my little head, bro. Like, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how well these fit my head right now.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, so doing business with a local guy, small business. We were his first TikTok order, which made me extremely happy. So hopefully, we can partner and do more things down the road. But I think that this is a good representation of the quality that we want in a hat. The style, I don't know if this is what we would go with, but this is a great starter hat. And it's something for us to wear to get our logo out there more, since we wear hats quite often on runs, on workouts, out at bars and stuff like that. So really excited about these. I hope you like them, but I was super fucking pumped.
No, I actually do. I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know what it was, but
I do want to wear one of these during the episode.
Well, I got to curl my thing because there's no way I wear a fucking flat bill.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. It looks weird on me.
Oh, wow. You got a real small head.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all always think I'm playing, but I'm not playing.
So we're going to rock these during this. We're going to give our dude, Adrian, a little bit of shine as well throughout this episode.
I'd stitch that. It's kind of hot.
Right? I like it. But he does.
I like this little hook he got on here. Right? Is that yours?
No, he had that on there.
That's cool. Looks like he's a fisherman.
But he's got everything, bro. From hats to polos to zip-ups, everything like that. So
I want to get a running hat made, so we can see if he can do that, because I really want a running hat.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to have one before the race, but that's kind of close.
Hey, we could make it happen. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. And now that our logo's in our system, he said it'll be a lot easier to just go in. We won't have to pay the initial logo charge, because he's got to do like renderings and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But the turnaround time was like fast as fuck. Like when I told you on the podcast that I got you something, I literally was in talks with him about ordering.
I actually don't even know if you told me on the podcast. I think you might have just told me this last weekend.
Oh, really? Okay.
I feel like we were just out and you told me, or like on the run or something. I feel like it wasn't, because we haven't podcast. Oh no, we did podcast last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was then. Because I was thinking we haven't podcast in like 3 weeks.
But his turnaround time was great. Communication was great. Sent the tracking information, and that's the kind of business I like. I don't like to be left in the dark.
Yeah.
I don't care how busy companies are or people are. Like, communication is everything. That's how you retain and keep clients. And so shout out to you again, Adrian. I really appreciate the fast work and the diligent work. And I can't wait to make Matt jealous, because he is always telling us, we need hats. So I'm excited for him to see it.
He's going to be mad that we're giving these away. He can't get one.
Hey, maybe he'll win.
Hey, he can place an order.
We already established you can't get buffaloed with these, correct?
Yeah, it's not alcoholic.
Right, beautiful. That's what we love. So that's the exciting news I got. I got these in the mail today, so happy that they came in time for the podcast.
I have some exciting news as well.
Let's hear it.
I ran today and my knee didn't hurt that bad.
There we go.
It's
big news.
Progress. No, I was really scared for it.
Really?
After Saturday, dude, it was in pain.
Oh, fuck.
We all ran 12 miles together. We made everybody push a little extra, which, by the way, it's not the weekend of the bachelor party you guys had 12. It's the weekend after. Justin looked into it today.
Yeah, because we had 10, 10, 12, 9 or
He was like, we did that way too early.
Yeah.
But hey, it's done.
Hey, we got it out the way.
But yeah, I was super nervous because my knee was killing me Saturday night, like while we were out.
So I always preach about like stretching and exercises I do for mine. Do you do any as well?
Yeah, so I do like the backwards walking. I haven't been to the gym as much. So like you go Monday through Friday still, or Monday through whatever you go. And so I'm not there. So I need to just honestly start, even if I don't go lift, just going to like the one downstairs in my apartment and just at least doing that. Because that's like the number one thing preventative for knee pain. And I don't really have knee pain typically. I don't know what caused it. I
wonder if that's standing at your new job.
I was thinking that
too.
Could
play a factor into it.
So I was thinking, number one, I transitioned to a standing desk when I moved out here, which I haven't done. And now I serve, so it's just extra steps. But I also think that it could just be, number one, my old shoes are beat the fuck. Like, desperate need of something new. And then I was breaking in my new ones. So I think like just a combination of those two pairs of shoes not yet being worn in.
Yep.
Or like one being too worn and one not being worn enough could have kind of fucked it up a little bit. Because I'm not out of alignment. I went to the chiropractor and he told me I was good to go. So I don't really know.
Yeah. It could be a combination of those two things. And then again, all that time on your feet when you're doing your other job.
Yeah, it was better today. So hoping that we stay on the upward trajectory considering we're 40 days out. Which I didn't know until you said that today.
Yes, sir.
I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I was excited posting that, man. Like, this is really making me realize, and I think I realize this because we preach it all the fucking time, but I think this is just another thing to like solidify how important our environments are, how important the people we surround ourselves with are. Like, dude, I am becoming more and more of a firm believer that like if you hang around fat people, if you hang around 5 fat people, you'll be the 6th one. If you hang around 5 depressed people, you'll be the 6th one. If you hang around 5 entrepreneurs, you'll be the 6th one. If you hang around 6 people or 5 people that like to read, like you'll be the 6th one. Like, dude, you got me picking up a book again because you asked me for a book. Matt sent a picture of a book in our Snap group. Tone sent a picture of a book. The girls always read. And so like the environment that you're in and the people that you surround yourself with, it doesn't matter how much discipline you have, you will always get influenced by those that you are closest to or those that you surround yourself with the most. And like, bro, we're really fucking blessed to have the group of friends that we have and like family as well. Both here in Charlotte and externally outside of Charlotte.
Yeah, it's something like that I feel like is easy to take for granted too, just because it's been like this for a decent amount of time now. Like, it's not like people are just not making this transition. Like, in some capacity, we've all been pushing for shit for a while now. So it's like, it's easy for me to be like, I don't even think about it anymore.
Yep.
But I think it is important to like step back and actually think about it.
Yep. I was writing in my journal the other day, and that was like one of the things that I was writing about. And then once I posted that picture today, it kind of just like brought all of it home, and I was like, damn, we're fucking lucky. And so that's why the Inspired and like DTI and the stuff that we're doing, like, I know there's a niche for it out there. I know that people need it. And I know that it provides value. And so the things that we now are finally putting in motion that we've been talking and planning for, I think will help generate that awareness and the knowledge that we have just based off of our like lives. We're not better than anybody else. We're not different than anybody else, but we found that passion and drive in life, or that purpose and why, to push this narrative of like a healthy lifestyle, surrounding yourself with the right people, etc.
Yeah, I think that's something I want to do better at, is like highlighting all areas of my life, not just putting out this one side of me, I think, which it's easy to get wrapped up in just because that's like where most of our energy goes. Like when we're creating content, like when we're talking about the podcast, it's all centered around the same thing. But I think this video we shot the other day is a nice transition more into that.
Yeah, shows our personalities a little bit more.
Yeah, I was literally like watching some of that back there, like, why don't we do this on the podcast?
We should.
Like, why was it so? It was like so much more carefree though, and I don't understand like why it was so like laid back and chill.
I think the bench brought back good juju. I think this couch gives it more of a, let's sit back and have a conversation. Let's relax. Let's talk. Let's spit some facts. This is why I told you, the Pat McAfee show?
Yeah.
How he stands and he's up and he's moving. Bro, that is like the environment I want. I want to be standing when we do our podcast. I want to be standing when we're doing the donut reviews, like whatever the hell they are. I just feel like you can express and like get hyped up. Like I can't get fucking amped because then it looks like I'm just bouncing up and down on something on the couch.
You trying to rip your shirt off? Send somebody to heaven.
You never know.
Oh, shit. But no, so you kind of just alluded to it. I'm not going to drop it till after this episode because there's no point in trying to drop it before then. But next week, we will have our first donut review back out. Back in the game.
Back in the donut gang. Game.
Yeah, that. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that because it's a good one. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to ruin anything, but it's a good one.
Yep. I think doing that and then just like documenting more because like you said, like this isn't just us. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Both stuff that we do really well and stuff that we need to work on and stuff that we just like go off a whim and try. Like there's way more to it.
I think that it makes us more relatable. Like the people are going to relate to that type of stuff more than this. But like seeing it as a full rounded person, I think it'll be much easier for them to reach out about this type of stuff if they see, oh, like they're just normal.
Yep. They have fun.
All the clips like from the podcast are way more serious. So I feel like it's easy to like pigeonhole ourselves into this type of person that we're 100% not all the time.
Yeah.
Like more times than not, we're not like sit down and like preach to you, whatever. It's our 1 hour week where we do that.
Yeah. Which I think it's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I am excited myself to see the final iteration of the donut review. I hope that your magical editing skills capture all of the funny moments and then rewind and capture them again, because there was a lot of good content in that.
I'm not saying nothing gets cut out of those.
No.
Like lulls and like conversation get cut out, but actual words do not get cut out.
No cutouts. Again, just driving home the comedic factor of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, I am the big proponent to do these donut reviews. I love donuts. Dylan kind of is on the opposite end of the spectrum. But again, we're here for each other to
That's
ride
why it's
out
called
with each
Dylan's
other.
Donuts, because they're all about Freddie.
Not a sweets guy. I am a savory guy. I will eat myself to the point that I throw up during dinner and save no room for dessert and have no room for dessert, then worry about eating a piece of a ice cream, chocolate cake, whatever after
I'm
dinner.
not a fan of a cake. Cake's like I don't know what it is. I'm not a cake guy. For my birthday, I say I don't want cake.
You
I
told
don't
me you like
understand.
cake.
Different kind of cake. Different kind of cake. But yeah, my birthday, I don't even want cake. Like, don't waste your time.
Unless it's carrot cake, that's all I want.
Wow, arguably the worst cake ever is the one that you want.
That is hands down the best cake.
It's my mom's favorite cake, too.
That's why I love that woman. Did you see her going viral on TikTok, bro?
Oh, my God.
Hey, while you're editing this, pop that.
Who had that, Justin?
Yeah.
I got to get this video. I'm sorry, because you might be offended by this, but I'll post it.
It wasn't me, Mom. It was not me.
Oh, God. I'm going to get that off Justin now, because it's definitely got to go in this episode.
Yeah, just remember it was not me. How is the transition to the new jobs, the double jobs, the marathon training? How's the balance of life going right now?
I think it's hard to say really with the new job yet, just because it's all very training oriented. Mm-hmm. But we only have this 1 week of training.
Oh, wow.
And it's very informal because it's such a startup. Like, it's insane to me how long you can be considered a startup, though. They've been around for 20 years.
We've been around for 13 years and are still like in the startup phase.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
But
so you guys know, we do this shit and we always talk about the longevity and stuff. Like, that's the mindset you have to have.
Yeah.
I was listening to...
It's just weird, like, you keep that title.
Yeah, it is weird. And I apologize to cut you off, but I think that this is something to drive home because Nick Bear was talking on his podcast this week.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that you guys introduced me to him. In the beginning, I was not sold on him. But over the continuous like conversations that you and Tone have shared about him and different things you guys have shared with me, he's grown on me a lot. And then I met him and now I understand his brand, his motivation, where he came from, all this stuff. I'm like, holy shit, like I really relate to this guy in different areas that I think you and Tone relate to him to or on. But he was talking this week on his podcast about how somebody says that you need 10,000 hours in order to like master or become good at something. And he's like, I take it. And he's like, and I've never heard anybody use it as this expression. He's like, but I need 10,000 days in order to master it or something like that. He's like, I'm in year 15 of this or year 13 of this. I'm halfway through it. He's like, I'm looking at 10,000 days, not 10,000 hours to master this craft, to master what I want, to like bring in my dreams, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, dude, that is the mindset you have to have going into it. Because if you think that this is going to be a 2-year and out deal, you think it's going to be a 3-4 year and out deal, like you already have the wrong vision and mindset, and you might as well just quit right now.
Yeah.
Because anything that comes easy to you or anything that comes quick, I believe dies even faster. So if you were to be like, Freddie, I want to become a millionaire, and it was just like granted to you, like literally handed to you,
That'd be cool.
You would blow it, or it wouldn't mean as much if you worked for it, like building something to be able to support that, sustain it. And then once you get that first million, then you have the drive. If you get handed $1 million, you don't have that drive or that passion to like hold on to that money or like make something with it or become something because of it. And so that analogy that he used of the 10,000 days, I was like, that's the mindset that we have to have with DTI and anything in life that we're passionate about and we want to see some sort of success, or we shouldn't stick with it or even like go after it if it's something that we're building from the ground up.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to like go back to my train of thought. But I think I was just basically saying like I was basically just bringing up a startup.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to like really gauge like how this job's going to be first, just because like this is my 1 week of training. And then the guy who I'm going to be working very closely with, I met with him today, and he was like, you basically make your own schedule. He's like, he's not going to micromanage you at all.
That's dope.
And by he, like, it's the CEO. Like, that's like how big or how small of a startup it is. It's like direct line right to the CEO. And so he's just basically saying you make your own schedules and that. So I think it is going to benefit me. Our first meeting is until 10:30 every day.
That's nice.
So like I can get a lot done. Like today, and this is the training pieces, I think, where it's become the toughest, just because my other job I'm working in the evening. So like last night I worked 5 till. Last night wasn't bad. Excuse me. It was like 5 to 9:30. Like I was home at like 9:30.
That's not bad at all.
So that's not bad. But usually like I'm home at like 10:30, and then it's like I have to walk the dog and get straight to bed so that I can be ready for the next morning. And today I lifted and I ran, which I haven't been doing, but I have no choice but to start.
Yep.
There's no other way for me to fit them all in, especially because I'm going to 5 runs a week now. I'm pushing it as well for like the last month. I need more time on feet, which I think could also be leading to my knee.
Damn.
So I feel like if I really want to dial it in and get the time that I know I'm capable of getting, I need to go all the way in for the next month.
I like that. I like that a lot. I almost skipped out on my run today because I was like, oh, fuck it. I've been running like 2 days a week instead of the 3 days. And I was like, I had the same mindset. I was like, if I'm going to do this, the only way that it's going to become easier is if I keep doing what I'm doing. Like, I see what I'm doing right now and how it's becoming easier. Now stick to the actual fucking program, do the things that it says, and it's going to, on race day, you're going to be able to hit it. I don't know if you saw my times today for my speed run for 4 miles. 7:58 pace.
Damn.
I was very happy with that because I've been running at 10 pace. I didn't know where my threshold was. Could I have went harder? Maybe. I don't know. But like for the first speed run that I've done, I was pretty fucking happy with that.
Oh shit, that's the first one you've actually done?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was like, even after that, I was like, I could have stopped at 2. I could have stopped at 3 the way that I was talking to myself, but I pushed through it for 4. And I think it would have been a little bit faster, but I had to stop at like the streets that the trail intersects. But no, I like that, and I'm happy that you're doing that. Are you going to be following the same program as Tone, or are you guys doing a little slightly different?
We're on the same program. I just usually cut one of the days out. And so like today it was 8, tomorrow 7, Thursday's 10. And so like usually I'll just cut out like one of the middle ones. So like the 7 I would have probably cut out.
Yep.
But now I saw him do 10 today, and I was like, why did you do 10? But now I realize it's probably so you can make coffee on Thursday. So I'll probably move my 10 to tomorrow, so I have a 7 on Thursday. And so it's just the way that it is. Like we're at, I think, upper 40 miles this week.
Damn.
At 12, tomorrow's 22, 29, plus,
Wow.
plus like 20. So 49, 48, 49 this week. So it's going to be a high week. But I see similar to you, I can see the paces casually dropping. Me and Tone actually talked about it, like when we ran ahead at the end of that last run, was that in the beginning, like we were forcing ourselves to slow down. And he even said like we would force ourselves to pull back here. But we were dying because of we were dying, and that's why we would force ourselves to pull back. And now we're just casually running at these paces. Like we both put up like close to 8:30s today for 8 and 10 miles.
That's dope.
And like I got done, my heart rate was still in the mid 150s. And it's just weird, like over time it happens. And like we kept telling you guys that it would happen, but it's still hard like for yourself to be like, well fuck, why isn't it happening for me?
Yeah.
And now and so it just motivated me to be like, all right, imagine if you did another run every week. Like what would that look like then?
Yep. And
don't get me wrong, I think that it's still going to be a challenging race. It's not like some short fucking some easy pace. Like I'm going to be pushing it for the race. But that's just more reason for me to dial this shit in now.
Yeah. Yeah, I even have some nutrition habits that I'm going to change up from now until the race.
Same.
The only weekend that I'm going to allow myself to slip is for Jared's bachelor party, but that's because I don't want to miss out on creating memories for that. You only get married once. At least I hope so, Jared. If not, I'll fuck you up. But yeah, so I have the same mindset as you, which makes me happy because when it comes to running, I ain't no fucking runner. I'm enjoying it a little bit more. I'm not talking to myself as bad as I have been, which makes it more enjoyable. And there's also something in the back of my head that's like, they're doubting me, whether you guys are or aren't, that like, oh, he's not going to do this or, oh, blah, blah. And so I use that as like slight motivation just because I see how well you guys are fucking doing in your training. And so I'm like, you know what? I need to start busting my ass now to even get close to the goal that I have in my head. So with that being said, I will use the remainder. I think we have, 5 weeks left?
40 days, whatever that translates out to.
About 5 weeks left to hone in and dial on this craft. Because, as I was saying, that I didn't quite finish up my point on is I'm by no means a runner, but I'm starting to enjoy it more. And I'm realizing that, and this is every area of life. This is just me realizing in a different area. This is another one of those things that is extremely challenging for me. It's extremely uncomfortable. I hate it, but I realize that I'm becoming a better person because of it, for myself mentally, and like how I'm talking to myself, the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm being cautious about. So this is just another reason to like nail another or hit another nail in the coffin of doing hard things or doing those things that make you uncomfortable to be able to grow and see a new potential in yourself.
I think to go back to one of the things that you said about it, I haven't doubted you. I mean, I thought once you committed you were going to do it, but I don't think it's bad to have that doubt in your head. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good thing to keep back there, unless you take it into a negative point. But obviously, you said you're not doing that, so
yeah, no, we ain't soft like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Running's a hell of a beast, but I think if you are struggling mentally or physically, starting out with those steps that we always preach about, but then like challenging yourself to actually like start putting your body to use and like running or working out or something, will help get you out of any fucking slump. I am a firm believer that if you don't take care of your body, you will never be happy with yourself. Like the more physical challenges and activities that I'm doing, the Spartan race, the powerlifting that we did, working out daily versus not working out, not doing this marathon training or half marathon training. Do I still call it a marathon training, or do I have to be like half marathon training?
I would say half marathon training.
Yeah, that's probably true. Half marathon training, no matter what state of mind I'm in, each one of those things has pulled me to a different, like, better place. It's like taking me to another level of where I'm at in my life and the way that I'm thinking, acting, feeling, and moving.
That's the part that excites me because obviously you're saying I'm not a runner. You're starting to enjoy it. But I think the overarching theme here is this is it. Like after this one, I'm cool. Justin said he'll probably run like 3 miles at a time, this and that. But I'm excited to see the week after the race how you feel. Because I can tell you wholeheartedly, every time I finish a race, like the moment I cross the finish line, I'm done. I say it every time. Like, I'm never doing that again. And for some reason, once you do it, you fucking want to go again. And I don't know why, but it was literally from the moment I ran a 5K when I was still fat Dylan. I was like, all right, I could be convinced to do something else. And that's when I signed up for a half. And after the half, I said, I'm cool on that. And I ran a full. And I thought I was done. I ran another full. And after that one, I really said I was done because I was in physical pain for 3 days after with that one. And here we are. Another year and a half later, doing another one. Then spinning around 3 weeks later and running 30.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting because as I was telling you and Tone on that run, well, I mean everybody, but it was like us 3 in a row, is that like at mile 8, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm feeling really good right now. Like, it was kind of scary how good I was feeling, but it was so funny that once we crossed that 10 marker, in my head, that's all I was doing that day because that's all I had to do. Those last 2 miles fucking hurt. But I think it was just because my thought process was like, I'm finishing at 10. I'm going to be good. That's my longest run yet. And then we did 2 miles after that to align with Jared's bachelor party, which we
miscalculated.
But yeah, it was just wild how my mind automatically switched after mile 10 for those last 2.
It's way easier doing it in a group, though.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. I probably could have ran faster today if I had you and Tone there.
And Tone,
anyone, the girls, Justin.
Me and Tone could have definitely ran faster on Saturday, but we went into it knowing we're going to go slow with everybody else.
Yeah. Because that was actually supposed to be at pace half, wasn't it?
For us?
Yeah.
Technically, but I was also just going to do more because the week before my knee was locked up on me and I switched it. But I'm actually glad I didn't go any farther because I think it would have been bad.
Yeah. So you said that you weren't going to do it after the first half you did. Then you weren't going to do it again after the first marathon. You weren't going to do it again after the second. No shot in hell I'm doing it again. You're doing it again. What keeps drawing you back? What is the love that you have for running? What is the passion you have behind it?
Dude, I don't even know if it's like a love or a passion. I think it goes back to like what you were saying about it's just you find something that challenges you. And it's so easy to get wrapped back up in life and like you're not challenging yourself anymore. But you know for sure that was challenging. It's been challenging every single time. So how do I raise the bar and challenge myself again? And so I think it's just you keep pushing that goal farther and farther. And it just keeps you coming back. And that's what it got me with right now. The main reason for this one is that this time was in my head last time. And I didn't hit it. No matter what outside factors are at play.
Yeah.
I failed. I didn't hit it. So this time is redemption.
Yo.
And if I don't hit it, I might let a car hit me. No, there's not a if I don't hit it.
No, you're hitting it.
I don't care if I die for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah. No, you're leaving it all out there.
I'm hitting it. And I'm not going to die for this weekend because I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to want to celebrate. And if that means that I get pushed around in a wheelchair, so be it.
I'll definitely be the one to push you, brother.
Thanks, man.
So, Nick Bear is going for a sub
2:45.
And my time that I gave you and Tone is faster than that?
No.
No, 3.
We're going for 3:30.
Okay.
You try to say 3:20.
Yeah. Okay. So, wow, 2:45. Holy fuck. I'd be happy if I finished my fucking half before that.
2:45. Your
I think I would get kicked off.
Your goal? No one's getting kicked off for the half because the full will still be out there. How are they going to differentiate?
Okay. So that time threshold of like 13:45
it really
is
counts for the full.
Ah,
I mean, they
makes
might
sense.
say it, but it's not going to be real. There's still people out there. It's not like they're shutting down.
Yeah, that is true.
At least not. Well, I guess technically for the half they could because then we just go out and then back. So maybe.
Oh yeah.
But no one in our group is going to be even close to that.
No. Nope. What do I have to hit minute per mile pace to hit the threshold?
For what? The cutoff threshold?
No. to beat you in tones. Yours in tones first.
I don't even remember what mine was.
Yours is hanging up there. I just can't see it because of the glare, because of the light.
I think that might be wrong.
Oh.
I think I was slower than that.
I think I wrote tones a little on there.
Yeah, it's so far back, like I can scroll and find it, but I, honest to God, I believe that is slower. I think I was in the 150s, actually.
Okay. Which was what pace?
I'd have to do the math in my head in a second once I actually get the number down.
No, you're not good at that.
Because I can figure out the number, and then I'll be able to tell you. This is far, man. I forget that it's this far back. There I am. 152.
152. Okay.
So an hour 52. I mean, even if you just take it at 13 times 10 is only... Oh, yeah, it's definitely under a 10.
Yeah, it's under a 10.
Yeah. What did I say, 152?
Yeah.
It's like a 9. Because it says 8.6, but I'm like, that's actually like a 9. Actually, that might be like 840 something. Just depending on like the way that I'm looking at this decimal.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys aren't challenging yourself in any area of life, it doesn't even have to be physically right now, like work-wise, relationship-wise, fucking eating-wise, like whatever it is, turn to a challenge, turn to something that's going to make you uncomfortable, turn to something that you're not familiar with, because I promise the things that you learn along that journey, as long as you stick with it, will help change your life in the direction and trajectory that you're going. And remember that it is all about the fucking repetitions and consistency. The reps. A month and 1 week ago, I couldn't even fucking run a mile without stopping because my knees felt like they were going into the pavement. And who was I? I was the guy that was sitting here like, guys, I don't know if I'm going to do it, thinking in my head like, oh, I'm not going to fucking do this. This hurts. This sucks. I'm not a runner. And then I got my guys telling me, stretch, exercise. You're not doing the things you need to, eat right, this and that before runs. And I was like, oh, whatever. And I started doing those things like, okay, this isn't going to work. And I'm not joking. Within like 2 to 3 weeks, everything completely fucking changed. Everything changed. And
it's legitimately night and day difference.
Yeah.
You just ran 12 without stopping.
Yes. And like when my knees felt like they were going in the pavements, I'm not joking. Look back on my Nike app or my Strava. I was doing like 14-minute miles because I was in so much fucking pain that I would have to like walk half of it. And so if there's anything I can preach to you guys, it is repetitions. And if you think that it's harder, it's not getting easier, that means something is bound to change. Stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. Whether it's a diet, whether it's finding a new job, whether it's finding a boyfriend or girlfriend, whether it's getting your physical health back in order, whether it's your nutrition, whatever the fuck it is, stick with it. If it was easy, you wouldn't need to do it because you would already do it. The reason things are hard is because we do not have the foundation set in place. We don't have the building blocks set in place because we haven't been working on it to be able to achieve it or to make it seem like it's easy. So put in the fucking reps to start building the blocks and just watch how life changes, watch how the situation changes. And no matter how fucking hard or bad it is, don't complain. Do not fucking complain about it, and it will change.
You were hyped up. I thought you were about to just say, tell your mom we love her, kiss her on the forehead for us.
We can do that.
That felt like your wrap up. I was waiting for it.
I could. I just didn't know if you had anything to say because, like, it really, like, life is a mental game, bro. And I think that we as a society, we as humans are just becoming, like, less and less.
You could say mentally weak.
Yeah, we're becoming mentally weak and less in tune with our own capabilities of what we can achieve and accomplish. Because it's even the same thing for like building a business like we're trying to do. Dude, we know so many areas where we can improve. We talk about it, we build on it, we put things together, then we kind of fail, and then we go back, and then we do this. Like, we're always going back to the drawing board and doing something better, or we're tweaking something. Like, it doesn't matter what area of life that you guys are thinking of right now as you're listening to this, but like put in the reps and the reward will come. But the only way for it to become easier is if you're consistent with it and you stick to it and you put those reps in and day out. And so I just want to drive that point home because it's something I've been thinking about a lot, and it's something that I'm realizing going through this running journey about where I was a month ago versus where I am right now. And so I don't know if you guys have it, but before we end this, these have like superpowers and they help make things come to life. These are our blender bottles. Support us. The link will also be below. We have black ones. We have white ones.
We have hoodies.
We have hoodies.
T-shirts.
A couple shirts. We don't have much of either
We
of those.
don't know how we're going to tell you you're going to win this hat yet, but follow us on Instagram.
Support Athletic Brewing. Link will be in the bio. Shout out to our guy, Adrian again. Adrian Martinez at Golden Threads. Thank you for these hats. We'll figure out what we're going to do to give one of them away. And then last but not least, plug our sunglasses and then kiss your mom on the forehead.
Optic Nerve. I need to get a running pair before a thing.
I'll buy a
which
pair
is
too.
code DTI, 20% off.
20% off. Support those people. Support us. We support you. Reach out if you need help in any area of life. We got you. That's all I have for you. Kiss your mom on the forehead. Tell her we love her. It's on.
Peace.